Hi friends, it's Becky. So today we are going to talk about some of the sinking funds that I have set up for the year 2022. So this is not I guess this is kind of my financial goals. Next week I'll be posting on personal goals, but right now these are some financial goals that I am wanting to set up. So the first one, well, actually, let me tell you where I got this. Okay, so this one came in the book, The Budget Mom Planner. Okay, so this is it right here. Actually, it's a spiral bound. I cut it down and put it into here because I wanted it in a 3-ring binder. But it is the Budget by Paycheck, The Budget Mom, and this is her budget planner. And I've already done a review on it and stuff, so I'm not going to go all into that. But, she does have some tracking stuff in here. So that is where I got the sinking funds, this one from. Now, this one I got on debtfreecharts.com. They have all kinds of different debt-free charts to get out of, and this is just one on Game of Loans, which I think it's kind of like a throwback from Game of Thrones. I personally never watched the show. I think I watched it the first 2 shows, and it was just a little bit too graphic for me, so I did not watch anymore after that. But anyways, I mean, this is something else that you could use either to get out of debt or as a sinking fund. You can just kind of, scratch that off, and just put how much you're saving up and for what. This is from the Budget Mom. On her website, she has some free printables. This was one of them. And it's for a loan car payoff, but we don't have a car loan right now. What we have is a need to buy a new car because my son will be going to college in August and taking the car, so I need a new car. And so I am just going to keep track of how much we have set aside for either a down payment or pay full in cash. Pay full in cash would be awesome. That is Dave Ramsey's teaching, but I've kind of strayed away a little bit, and maybe I'll do a full video on that. The Budget Mom, her mythology is that you live your life, okay? Yes, you're getting out of debt and stuff, but you plan for things that you want or that you need, so that you put it into the budget. So yes, you may be in debt, but maybe you can still take a vacation. You take the vacation though in cash so that you're not adding to the debt that you already have. So that's just one of the differences between them two, but we'll go into all of that some other time. So this is the 52-week challenge, and I'm doing this in cash envelopes. I finally got done with making all of my envelopes, and this is my box for that. So I'm not too sure if I actually put it in my last video because, I had to redo it 3 different times because it kept messing up. So I don't know if I put it in there or not. But the first 6 months, the little dot is on this side. The second 6 months, the little dot is on the other side. Okay, and then I have a place card here where it says we are halfway there. So according to this chart, at 51, we should have 1326. And that's what I have in here, 51 envelopes, and then back here, 51 envelopes. So I am going to be doing this twice. So the way that I have thought that I would do it is, like, say the first paycheck in January, I will take $51 plus $1 and put it in here. That way I'm not bogged down with, say, paying 51 and 50, $101 in 1 week. Well, I'm doing this with just my money, which is just $100 a week. And for one thing, it wouldn't be enough to cover that because I only get 100, and that would leave me with no money. And I kind of, I like to shop a little bit. So, I need the money. So I'm just going to be doing it this way. So I have the 2 printed out, and as I said, I got it from thebudgetmom.com. So there is that saving, and this is how I'm going to keep track of it. Now, on here, some of the sinking funds that I want to set up is my husband is thinking of going on a golf trip with 2 of his college buddies. So I'm just going to put golf trip. And we want this done by May, okay? He works for the city of Austin, and he can't go anywhere until sometime after March because, you know, end of year closing things, all that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking by May, he'll probably be wanting to go sometime in the summer. So May is a good time. Another thing that we are wanting to do is my niece graduates college, and she actually already finished in December, and kudos to her. She got her first job already, but she's actually going to have the ceremony where she's walking and everything in May. So I am going to put right here another, okay, yeah, sorry. I had to stop talking because then I can't spell. So I had to, so I went ahead and put aside for that, and that is going to be in May also. So we're going to set aside for that. And I was thinking of both of these to be $1,000. Now, there are 12 little boxes here. So how am I going to do this? I want it by May, and there are at least 4 paychecks by then, so that's 20 paychecks, and 1,000, divide that by 20. So that's $50. Okay, that's not bad, $50 a week. We could do that. That's totally doable. Okay. So we're going to be putting in 50 per week in order to reach this goal. And then I'm just going to figure out what each one of these is going to be. So it comes out to like $83. I don't like that. So so each one can be, if we just knock out these 2, then each one is going to be $100, and we just color it in as we go. And so what I was thinking, I'm just going to color in the box, and then when I get the other, you know, for 50 and then the other 100, I do the rainbow. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not much on the creative side and stuff. Mostly I just like to see things on spreadsheets, but I'm going to give this a try, a visual of doing it this way, and see how it works for me. So sinking funds, we have the golf trip, we have the graduation, and then I told my husband that I would like us to go away for a weekend every quarter, once a quarter. So we need sinking funds for that. And so I'm thinking 300 should be enough because it's just going to be one overnighter. So that equals 1,200 for the whole year. So yeah, each box will be 100. Yeah, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. That works. So 300 per quarter. So there's first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. And then we will just color it in $100 as we go. So there's that sinking fund. And then one more sinking fund is I wanted to have some money set aside for Christmas this year. Usually what we do for Christmas is my husband gets a bonus from the city, like in the end of November, beginning of December, and we take that money and we go do our Christmas shopping. Well, hold on a second. The thing is that I I miss out on a lot of sales if I do it that way. So I'm hoping to have a little bit more throughout the year so that we can take advantage of sales and maybe even possibly have all of our Christmas shopping done by November. So I am going to put a Christmas fund. And what I want in this, we will be putting in $100 a month. And that way, you know, and I may be taking out during the time, but $100 a month is what goes in there, and I can draw out of that amount whenever I need it throughout the year. So that works. Okay. Now, as I said, this is going to be my car down payment. So let me just mark this off. So each key is going to equal $250. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so there is 100 on here. That's a lot of keys. But each one is going to be 250. Well, hello, it's right there. I didn't even have to count it. Okay, each key equals 250. Let me see. That gives us 25,000. That's a lot. That means I am going to be saving for quite some time. But we'll just see how it goes. That's what I've been putting into the extra for the car fund right now anyways. And we've been doing that because, as I said, we are debt-free, and I will say that as of this moment. Because, as I had mentioned, there are plans in the works, and that may all change. But it's for a good thing. It's fine. Let me see, how much have I been putting in for the car? Yeah, I've been putting in $250 for down payment on a car. So total, I'm not sure how much we're gonna do. There is no really set amount. If we can pay it in cash, great. And if we don't, then, you know, it is what it is. So let me just color 2 of these in because we already have 500 set aside. So I have some colored pencils in here. Okay, so I will do the blue key. And the blue fob. That's what you call them, yeah? The fob key thing. And I will do a pink one. All right, so Dave Ramsey teaches that you pay everything in cash. So for the car, I would be paying cash. Honestly, people, for a lot, that is difficult to do. And you know that you need a car. And so he says to buy a clunker until you have the money for a better one. Well, I don't know how I feel. Well, no, I do know how I feel about that. I don't agree. And I'm not saying that he's wrong or anything. If you have the money, then great. But I don't totally agree because you need a car to get to work. And why are you going to spend money on a car that is going to be breaking down on you a lot, and then you're paying all these maintenance stuff, and so the money that you would have been saving to get a better car, you're having to throw into your clunker. So I don't totally agree with that. If you have to finance, as little as possible. Save as much money down. If you can put $10,000 down towards a car, then that's great. Then maybe you only have to finance, as the rate of used cars going right now, maybe you only have to finance another $10,000, which is still better than financing 20. I also, he says to buy used, and I agree with that, because as soon as you drive the car off of the lot, it's going to lose what, like 10-15% of its value. So, you know, do what you can and save what you can, pay as much as you can so that you don't have to go back into debt. So there we are with this sinking fund. Those ones are set up. And I'm not sure what I'm going to use this game of loans for. I'll figure that out later. And then we have this challenge. And then on my dollar challenge, it's just rolling the dice. So there really is no amount. It's going to be going on until the end of the year. And it's my coins and my dollars. So y'all know that I have it in this jar. I got this jar from Goodwill. Goodwill, the bins, if you buy, 20 pieces of glass for $1.99. So I didn't have 20 pieces, but I know it was less than $1.99 because I had a couple of other things that I bought that day. All right, so that is it for the challenges. My financial goals for this year, there they are. And then we're still keeping up with our mutual funds. Another financial goal is to fully fund the Roth IRA for myself. My husband has a pension through the city, so we're not doing anything there. That may have to change because I believe this year we are going to owe money. And if you have an IRA account, then you don't have to... Wait, no, you do pay taxes on that money. It's at the end of the year. When you draw it out, that you don't pay taxes on. So the Roth is fine. Maybe he needs a traditional IRA so that we will pay money when we draw it out, but we won't pay money on it now. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. But anyways, goals, finish up these sinking funds, 2, fully fund my IRA account, and work on this other thing that we have on the side, which I will let you guys in on later. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.